Okay, there we go. So thank y'all for getting on this late and this kind of fast notice. I wanted to do this last week with our Coach Basics boot camp, but I was kind of thinking about it, and I felt like maybe it'd be best to give y'all some time to digest some of the information and then kind of go over things now starting a new month and stuff like that, and just kind of like check in. Because I really wanted to start, the whole point that I wanted to do Coach Basics for was I kind of wanted to start some practices and some just ways that I'm trying to make things duplicatable for y'all as well, like as they move forward. And so I don't know if y'all got to watch all the videos, but one thing I'm really excited about is when we bring on new coaches. I feel like one thing I always asked and one thing that I never know what to do also, like as I've gotten a little bit better, but you know, when I have a new coach, how to help them, what's the best way to help them into a challenge group, do I put them on their own in a challenge group, everything like that. And so what I kind of want to start is with any new coach that comes on, I want to start like, it's kind of like I said in the video, it's I do, we do, you do. So it's kind of like prepping us to work together as a team, but then also empowering you to lead your challengers and then help lead your team as they start their challenge groups and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like the ripple effect that we've been talking about. So kind of what I'm thinking is if y'all have ideas or if y'all have comments or whatever, I'd love to hear afterwards. But what I have heard some people do is so like I do would mean I would lead a 5 to 7 day clean eating challenge, free clean eating challenge for you. So our team has plenty of resources for meal plans, 5 day or 7 day, that we provide a recipe list, a shopping list, and then breakfast, lunch, dinner, all their snacks. It doesn't include Shakeology. We kind of reference Shakeology throughout the group to kind of lead them into a challenge group, but it's all free. Like there really is no gimmick. It really is free. And then from that point, we transitioned to a challenge group together, and we kind of split up responsibilities. And really that's when the newer coach would learn how to lead, feel comfortable leading their group. And then after that, we all kind of disperse, and then we each kind of lead our own challenge groups. And so I kind of want to try that so we can help each other out and then all become empowered and really start building our teams as we get new coaches as well. So that's kind of one of the biggest things I'm really excited about. But I also want to start doing more Zoom calls, because I feel like with all these new coaches, there's going to be questions that everyone has, or that maybe at least one of us had at the beginning. And so I think it's easier to talk about face-to-face, even though we can't all necessarily be face-to-face, but this is as close as we'll get. So as we start this new month, I have just been really, really excited just thinking about January. And I don't want to say like I want to skip through the holidays and stuff like that, but like right now in the Beachbody world, everyone kind of talks about that September and October are really, really slow months, just because people necessarily aren't paying attention to their health. They don't necessarily, not that they don't care, but they're more or less, you're adding more clothes, so you don't think necessarily about it as much. And so it's not just slow for us, it's slow for the whole Beachbody community. And so a couple things that I want to like really focus on these next 2 months, so we can really set up for a really like awesome 2016, are a couple things I've just been thinking about. So set goals. It's the beginning of the month. I'm guilty. I have not set my goals yet. I am sure if you've seen me post, I have a new puppy, and I've been using her as an excuse to not do anything Beachbody-wise these past 2 days. But that kind of stops now, because I don't want to use excuses because I feel like we've all been like going full throttle, and I don't want anything to slow us down. So I'm going to sit down tomorrow and do my goals. So I really challenge all y'all to like think of goals. So if you are a newer coach, what you should do as a first goal, I would say, is write down 3 to 5 people. Make sure you know, and I think all of us honestly should do this at the beginning of each month, so we can really focus on hitting Success Club. And so write down 3 to 5 people that you want to reach out to and that you think that you can help this month. And that'll get you to Success Club 5 at that point if those people do it. So write that down, write down your goals. And then at that point, when you know like your monthly goals, think about your non-negotiables that you have to do each day. Life happens, and I know like things get crazy. We have all these really good intentions of posting this, planning out all these posts, reaching out to all these people, and then, you know, it's 8 o'clock and then nothing's been posted. And so I get it, because that's definitely happened to me. But I think what I've learned, what helps me the best, is if I know, okay, I need to get X, Y, and Z done for sure today, then it's only going to help me in the future. So think about what some non-negotiables you will not do during the day. So for example, for me, I have to post 3 to 4 times a day. That's just, for me, non-negotiable. I need to do it. Another one is check in with my team page and my team. Make sure that everyone doesn't have any questions, or is there anything I can do to help. Reach out to 3 to 5 new people each day. That sounds like a lot of people, but it doesn't have to necessarily be Beachbody wise, but all those are hopefully leading to Beachbody. But those are what we call Hey Girls, and I think if you go back to our boot camp, we talk about that. Another non-negotiable for me is personal development. One thing we really need to work on is filling up ourselves so that we can pour into other people. So you know, like, that's our job. We're helping people, and it can be really exhausting at times if we don't feel confident, if we don't feel good about ourselves, and we're trying to tell someone else to do the same thing. It's really hard to do that at moments. Another thing, non-negotiable day in and day out, would be to check into your challenge group. So make sure, you know, if you're in a challenge group with me or with someone else, just make sure you're in there, because honestly, I say this all the time, but I think that's where the magic happens, because that is where people find their safe place to ask questions, to share recipes, to share successes and tips and stories. And I'm so passionate about that, because that's where I connected with Beachbody. I joined these challenge groups. I was able to lose the weight that I wanted to. I was able to gain all this confidence, and that's why I wanted to even start this whole process, because I wanted that for the people. I want other people to feel good about themselves. And so I really believe that in these challenge groups, if you're enthusiastic and you show up every day, even when you don't want to, that speaks volumes to people. People are watching you whether you know it or not. So make sure you check into those groups. A couple other things I wanted to go over. This is something that I've just kind of really felt convicted about with me and my business. I am like a sponge. I love listening to calls. I love listening to trainings, anything and everything. Like if I ever see a Zoom call with like any of the head top 10 coaches or anything, I listen to it. But what I was doing is I'll listen to it and I take notes, but I don't ever really take action. And so I just really want to like challenge all of us to take action on what we hear. So I can help you and tell you you should reach out to 3 to 5 people, but if you don't do it, you won't ever talk to those people. Does that make sense? So like, don't, like, you know, you can hear stuff, make sure to take action with it. And I know, like, for me, what I used to do is I would have really good intentions. I would take notes on what these top coaches do day in and day out. And I kind of got to the point where I was listening to so many people, and it's almost like I had too many things that I had to do. So finally I had to figure out what worked for me, and I had to take action on that. So when I finally decided, okay, I'm going to show up every day on social media, I'm going to post this many times, there's no question about it, I did it. You know, it's one of those things that you can say, I'm going to make a video to post. I did this for 3 weeks. I'm going to make a video to post on my fitness page for people to see and relate to. And it took me literally a month to do it because I was so scared to do it. And I just kept putting it off, But like, once I finally did it, it really did open conversations. So like, I just really challenge you, for whatever you hear, if you just signed up to be a coach yesterday, or if you've been a coach for a couple months and you've heard all these things, do something about it. Take action on what all of us have giving you on what all, like, and I'm talking to myself because I hear so many great calls that get me so pumped up and so excited about this business because there's no cap. We can, you know, there's endless opportunities, but we have to take advantage of these opportunities by doing the work. So I just really, really challenge us to like take this action day in and day out for these next 2 months, because I wasn't in the Beachbody world last January, but I hear it's time to rock and roll come January, that people are going to be coming to you. They're going to come into me because they've seen that we're being consistent, that we care. And so if we make these relationships and they trust you, they're going to come to you. So don't be discouraged by no's, just keep going and think about the end result. I heard today it being described as blind faith. So have blind faith in this company that, you know, you're working day in and day out, and you may keep hearing no. You may keep not having anyone like your post. No one may comment on it. But if you keep showing up day in and day out, I promise you people will watch. For me, if you go back to my fitness page from the very beginning of the post, I mean, there were some days I got 0 likes. And then I would get 1 or 2. And then now I'm getting, you know, a couple of them, but it's not, it takes time. So just don't be discouraged. Just keep working. Sorry, that's my dog. Just keep going and keep pushing. What was the last thing I was going to say? Oh, okay. So I want to share my goals, and they're pretty big and they're pretty scary, but I want to share them because they are about our team, and I just have really, really great expectations, but really, really, I don't know, I just feel like we're all in a very good spot. I'm so excited about all of y'all, y'all's enthusiasm and everything like that. So I want by the end of November to be our team to be a 4-star diamond team, which is huge. It's 1 star right now. And that sounds crazy, and I know, like, but if you can't dream big, why would you be in this business? You know, like, I think about this, like when I was a little girl, and like, you know, you think about all these dreams that you want to accomplish, and then you get into the real world, and like I was in sales and I was capped at certain things. I couldn't really dream, but here I've like dreamed. I'm like, okay, I want this, this, and this, and I see the opportunity, and I'm like, okay, I want this. And so for me, my goal, my big, huge goal, I'm pushing 4-star. I also really, really want us to all hit Success Club. I want us to, you know, show up day in and day out. I cannot tell y'all, I cried. I'm such an emotional person, but last week I cried when I was like reading all of y'all's posts. Y'all all went out on the limb, and I'm telling you, like, if you would just keep doing that about coaching, about what the programs are doing for you, like Katie, when you talk about when you're doing Body Beats, talk about it, because I'm telling you, I have gotten so many like people messaging me about Body Beats, and I'm a 21-day fixer. So like in my head, I'm like, well, I didn't even think that, you know. So people are listening to you, and so talk about it. Just talk about anything and everything, and then also, like, I just want to encourage y'all to share like fun stuff. You know, like people don't only want to see that you're this machine that gets up and works out and doesn't ever have it, you know, like kind of share your life so people get to know you and trust you. Because I promise you, like, people are watching, and they really appreciate the positivity in the Facebook feed. I promise. I appreciate it. I know other people do too. So just really just push hard. I just really want us to all stay in check and stay in line, especially during the holidays, because people are going to start feeling bloated and gross, and who are they going to look to? They're going to look to you. So, yeah, I have really big dreams for this month, but I think it's because y'all are all behind me, and I think that y'all are so capable of everything. I just want y'all to know that if you just keep pushing, we can all get there. I guess the last thing I kind of do want to talk about is success partners. I know that this is something that's kind of been like thrown around a lot. People get super confused. They kind of get, you know, if you don't have one, you think, should I have one, and stuff like that. I just want to encourage everyone to think maybe about getting one. And, you know, it doesn't have to happen overnight, but like, having a person, and it doesn't have to only be one person. I think for me, I consider myself having like 3 or 4 success partners, but having a person to keep you in check. So if you know, like Kayla reached out to me during, when was it? September and October when you were doing the fair. And she wanted me to keep her in check for posting and for just being there. And we kept in contact, and I was just kind of like, oh, well, how's this going? She had Diamond. You know, like knowing someone is counting on you, and like, for me, like if I'm telling y'all, okay, I'm going to do this, like Zoom tonight. If I didn't tell y'all I was going to do it, I probably wouldn't have done it, but I knew y'all were counting on it. So I showed up, you know, it's kind of like your challenge groups. Your girls are counting on you, so you need to show up. It's just like, do that for your business. So like kind of find someone to bounce ideas off of and say, hey, let's check in once a week and we can talk about our goals for the next week, our goals for the month, where we're at for this month, stuff like that. And I think it'll be really helpful. And like I said, it doesn't have to just be one person. It can be multiple people because, you know, different personalities, different perspectives and stuff like that. So I just really want to encourage all of us to do that. Just kind of find someone to help you. If you're having a bad day and you're discouraged, that you can just be honest and be like, oh my gosh, I've gotten 20 no's, I want to quit. Even though you're not going to quit. But like that person will be like, okay, I got that yesterday and today I've got someone who bought it. So it's kind of like giving you encouragement because we all go through the same stuff. So those are just kind of things to think about. So I guess just to kind of sum it up, what I kind of went over was goals. Let's set our goals. I have my big scary goal, but I need goals that I want to do daily, and I'm going to work on that tomorrow. I'm going to post it on our team page. So I would love for y'all to post y'all's as well. So it's kind of like getting it out there. So it's kind of looking you in the face day in and day out saying, okay, this is what I'm doing. And then, so as you set those goals, think about your non-negotiables. What are you going to make yourself do day in and day out? Like, what is it? Posting, or is it personal development? You know, maybe in these next couple of months, maybe you need a lot of personal development because you're not feeling as confident or something. You know, that's okay. We all go through that. I went through that all of September. I needed a ton of personal development, and I'm right there to tell you I was not confident, especially going through Body Beats. I was not confident, and I feel like now I'm kind of going through that, and it's because of that personal development. I had the support. I had y'all as a team. So lean on us. That's a whole other thing. But so non-negotiable goals, stay consistent, kind of like I've been talking about this whole time. Go back to the basics that we talked about when you first went up to be a coach. Write down 3 to 5 people you want to sign up this month. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I would encourage all y'all to do that too. That'll help you get to your Success Club goals. And then last is Success Partner. And if you need help with that, message me and we can kind of maybe start a thread on our team page and we can kind of figure out, you know, like if you're both teachers, maybe that'd be good because you have the same schedule or something, whatever. But if you ever need any help, I'm here. I hope I didn't go too fast on this, but let me see what time it is. We have a little bit of time if anyone has any questions or any comments or anything like that. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody? Brittany, hold on. Let me unmute. Okay. I think you should be good.
Mine's kind of not off topic, but kind of in the same basis. So I created my leg page yesterday, but I don't know how, like I was trying to stalk everybody else's pages to see how they kind of like introduce that, or did you just start posting on it? Like with your
so have you figured out where you can invite all your friends to like your page? Okay, so I started out with that, and then I know on my Instagram I introduced it on my personal to like transition to my fitness. Honestly, I don't remember if I introduced it. I know Erin did. I think she posted, like she made a post on her fitness page and you can share it on your personal page.
Yeah.
To kind of like guide people there. That's a good idea, I think.
Yeah, Yeah, I was just trying to figure out, and like I finally got brave enough to create one, and
Yeah. That's
I don't
awesome.
know
Put
now.
your face in it. Remember to put your face in it so that you can start tagging yourself at the beginning.
Okay.
And then that'll help with like, and then also post it in our team page, Team Heartwork and Team Believe, so you can get some likes as well.
Okay.
That'll help.
Cool. That's all I had.
Anyone else? Katie, hold on. Let me unmute you. Okay.
When do you suggest that we create that page?
Honestly, I think the sooner the better. I waited because I had heard the opposite. I had heard I should wait. But regardless of when you make it, it's going to take a little bit of time to build it.
Right.
So in my perspective, if you build it sooner, then you get more likes, like it would just kind of build over time. I think right now is a really good time, and you can really kind of start sharing stuff. So then come January, like when people are start looking for fitness inspiration, they would, know to go there and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I had just heard to wait a while too, but I didn't know how long a while was.
Yeah.
So that I can get started, I wanted to do that. So
I would, if you feel comfortable doing it now, I would say go for it, because the beauty, I think, behind it. I'm a Facebook girl. I'm just trying to learn Instagram more on my fitness page, but for Facebook, I boost, a lot of my posts, and that puts it in people's feeds. And a thing I learned today about Facebook, and this is another important reason to hey girl people, is if you start say that me and you didn't know each other, and say you started talking to me, just private message. If you had a fitness page, there's like these algorithms that Facebook has that they would know that me and you are privately talking through Facebook, and they would start putting your post in my feed. And then if you have it set up to where your friends and your friends of friends can look at it, then it'd be my feed, and then also in other people, like my friends.
Okay, I see.
So it's, that's another importance of sending out those hey girls, because the more you do that, the more people see your posts. And I have noticed when I send out more hey girls, I'm getting more views on things.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Kayla, let's see. Okay.
So when you send out your hey girls, do you send them out from your personal Facebook page, or do you send them out from your fitness page?
My personal page.
Okay. That's what I was, okay.
I kind of revert everyone back to my personal page.
Mm-hmm.
I try to. Some people message me on my fitness page, and I'll even sometimes revert them back to my personal page, because for some reason, sometimes my messages on my fitness page doesn't always come to me right when they send it. And I don't know. And I think it's because it's not through Messenger,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I was getting so frustrated the other day trying to figure out how to get those messages on Messenger, and it was not working. So I do them through personal as well, but I was just thinking, that thought hadn't even crossed my mind until just now, to maybe do them from the other. But okay, that's good.
And even so say like I get, a couple new likes, I'll add them on my personal page, like as new friends.
Yeah.
And then once they add me, I'll then send them a message saying, hey, thanks for the like on my personal page. And I think, most people respond, and, I would say 40 to 50% have bought something. And most of it's just because people are afraid to reach out,
Yeah. Yeah. The other day, I had a question about likes on the fitness page. Like, was there a way that you could go see them all? I don't remember what it was. Is there a way, like you can go in and invite all your friends, go down the list. Is there a way that you can find all the people, like new people who have liked your page, like all in one spot, so that you can go and send hey girl after hey girl after hey girl, or thanks for liking? Is there a place that
what I use? Yeah, that makes sense. So what I use is on my phone. If you go to your Pages app, that's another thing. So if y'all build a fitness page, like Brittany, you should get the Pages app. Then Katie, if you build it, it's a good way just to like only go to your fitness page versus having to go to your personal, then to your fitness.
Right.
But it also gives you all like your stats. So if you go like on your, I don't know if you'll be able to even see my phone through this, but if you go to your pages, there's like down here at the bottom, I don't know if you can see this. No, maybe not. Down here at the bottom, there's like these 3 little dots, and it says new likes up there at the top. Click on it, and that's like in order of who's liked your page. So what I do is I'll go see who I sent my last Hey Girl to, of like who I added to my page. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a pool of who liked it?
Yeah, because on Facebook, there's not an easy way where all that's at one spot.
I haven't found it on like the Safari or anything like that. I've just found it through the app.
Okay.
So try that. Let me know if you have any questions on where.
I will. I'll go check that out. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else have any questions, comments, stories?
Oh, disregard my text message because I obviously got it working.
Sorry about that.
No, I don't know. My brain just wasn't working, and I figured it out.
Yeah, well, if anyone, does anyone else? Nope. Well, yeah, okay, so let's write our goals and let's share them with each other and make it a really great November, especially with 21 Day Fix being on sale. One thing I have not done yet that I need to start, and I would encourage everyone else to do, is start talking about hammer and chisel, because that will be coming out in December, which is next month. So I would start, if you haven't, I haven't done one of their workouts yet, so I need to do one of the workouts and post about it. That'd be a post right there for you. So if you ever are looking to see what to post about, post about hammer and chisel, post about,
Size.
Do what?
Size even, because it's on sale too.
Yeah, size is on sale. But yeah, let's hit Success Club. And also, I guess this is one last thing I was going to say is there is this bingo game that's kind of going around, and I'll post it tomorrow, but it's kind of cool. So it's literally like bingo. I need to hurry because we're running out of time. But so there's like a free spot in the middle, and then like all the other squares are like hit Success Club 5, message 5 girls, sold a challenge pack, and like each time you do something, you can mark it off. And I'm going to be thinking of really exciting prizes, but whenever you get a bingo, let me know, and then it'll just be kind of like a fun little game for November. But yeah, I'll post about that tomorrow. But
that's fun.
Recording, I will put up in our page, and then also I'm going to be uploading all of our videos to YouTube as well. I know I talked about that last week. So, but if anyone else ever has any questions, don't ever hesitate to reach out. I'm always here to help. But thanks for getting on tonight, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all want to take a picture?
Yes, you read my mind.
Okay. And I figured out this time how to get everyone on the page. Last time I remember, like, you were the big one, and then everyone. So are y'all ready? I don't have my phone. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. And I'll post that too. Well, thanks again for getting on, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you. Night.
Bye.